Hello guys, so welcome to my channel. How are you doing? How far? Ebuka will say how far. Ebuka will be brother. I like using it. So how far guys? How are you doing? You're welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, oh my god, you guys rock. You don't know how much you encourage me to do what I'm doing. And if this is your first time, please do well to subscribe. I have a lot of juicy content. I have a lot of good advices. In fact, this channel is for you. So please do well to subscribe, and it's a little way of supporting my channel. Thank you very much. So today I want to talk about gaslighting. Gaslight. Some time ago I made a video about narcissistic partners, how to know your partner is a narcissist. And I talked about gaslighting being one of their techniques. A narcissistic partner will use gaslighting as a method to control their partner. So I talked about it, and I've been having a lot of questions about gaslighting. What is gaslighting? How do we know if we are being gaslighted? So today I want to indulge you. So call your friends, share this video with your friends and your loved ones so that you can also learn from it. So gaslighting was not it's not originally an English word. It came from a play written by Patrick Hamilton in 1938, and then this play was developed into a movie in 1944 by Alfred Hitchcock. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think that is the pronunciation. Alfred Hitchcock. He developed the play into a movie in 1944, and the name of the movie was Gaslight. So this movie was about an abusive partner that was doing things in such a way that the wife started questioning her sanity. The guy was so manipulative. At a point, you go and reduce the flame of the gas light or increase it, and when the wife will be like, what is happening? He will say, are you sure such thing did not happen? Are you sure you're not? Are you sure you're okay? So he kept on doing that, and the wife will be thinking, maybe she's not alright, maybe I'm imagining things. And at a point, he became so abusive, so manipulative. He cut her off from family and friends, made the lady's life miserable. So when counselors and psychologists watched this movie and they saw that this movie explains, the way toxic people manipulate their partner, so they named this kind of attitude gaslighting or gaslight. That is how the name came about. So what is gaslighting? What is gaslight? Which one should I use? Which one should I even use? Gaslight or gaslighting? Let's use gaslighting for the sake of this video. So what is gaslighting? It's just a way, it's a kind of psychological manipulation an abusive partner uses to control his partner or try to gain dominance. So it's just a psychological manipulation. It's like a way to mess with your brain. It's also a form of emotional abuse. So gaslighting makes you question your reality. It makes you question your judgment. It makes you question your experience. They do it in such a way that you're not sure of your perception any longer. You'll be thinking, am I right? Is this what really happened? Am I being overly sensitive? You just be questioning yourself like that. And I've noticed that it's not easy to gaslight. It's intelligent people that do it, narcissistic people that do it. Narcissism is a form of mental disorder. I used to hear people say, I'm a narcissist. You are proud that you're a narcissist. You're proud that you have mental disorder. It's not a good thing, so it's nothing to be proud about. So gaslighting, is a kind of, it's intelligent people that do it, because it takes a kind of, brain work for you to be able to gaslight somebody and make somebody feel like what really happened is not right, or they are just trying to mess up with somebody's brain, so that the person starts questioning everything. Sometimes something really happened. The gaslighter knows that, or the abusive partner knows that this thing happened, but he's going to twist it in such a way that the victim will start questioning everything. It's very pathetic. It's not a good thing. It's not a good way to live. So there are different techniques an abuser or a gaslighter. Can I use gaslighter? Is anything like gaslighter? Okay. So it's There are different techniques a gaslighter will use in order to manipulate their victim. So let me list them out. The first technique they use, or I want to talk about, is countering. So in this method, they question their victim's memory. You hear things like, are you sure? Are you sure what you're saying happened? You have a really bad memory. Are you sure you remember what you're talking about? Because I can't remember. I can't recall that kind of thing happened. And then the victim will be like, but it happened. I'm sure this thing happened. And the gaslighter will say, no, I can't remember. Are you sure? You always have bad memory. They try to highlight the fact that you have a bad memory. You don't necessarily have a bad memory, but the gaslighter wants you to believe that what you think happened did not happen because you have a bad memory. So that's one technique that they use. So you hear things like, are you sure? Are you really sure? You forget a lot. That's someone to mess with your brain. Another method they use is withholding. They refuse to engage in meaningful conversation to trash an issue. Instead, they pretend that they don't understand what you're saying, so they refuse to engage. So you hear things like, I don't understand what you're saying. You're just trying to confuse me. What are you even talking about? That is one technique, another technique that the gaslighter will use against his victim. Another technique is denial. It's also very close to countering, but in this case, they deny it flat. So let me give you an example. Before I got married, I was with an ex, and he left his phone with me. I think he went to go and do something, and I was just going through the phone, and I saw a message that he sent to his cousin, and in the message he was telling the cousin, is there anybody that, he was asking the cousin for a sugar mommy. You know what sugar mommy is? Somebody that, a female that he can have sex with and collect money from the person. So he was asking his cousin if his cousin has any big friend, any lady friend that he can hook up with, so that he's broke. And the cousin also replied, I can't remember, but they were just having this back and forth conversation about, and the cousin even told him about somebody. I think he has met with the person before, and he complained that he does not like that one and all that. I was just reading the chat, and when he came, I just threw the phone on the chair. And then he picked it up and was like, what is it? I said, how can you be looking for a sugar mommy? What is wrong with you? And I was just, getting upset and angry, and I was just talking. And he picked up the phone and said, what are you talking about? I said, look at your phone now. I have seen everything. So he picked up the phone, and then he pressed just 2 seconds there. And he came back to me and said, show me, what are you talking about? I picked the phone up, and I searched WhatsApp from beginning from the beginning to the end, and I did not see anything. And he said, show me now. Sure, you said you saw something. I said, I saw it, I deleted it. He said, when did I delete it? I just picked up the phone now, and when did I delete it? Show me. I was like, am I dreaming? Is my head not correct? Is not what I saw. That's just a typical example of gaslighting, because I started questioning. I started thinking, did I read it wrongly? What is really happening? I did not just understand. This guy deleted it. I just sat back and I was thinking, seriously, the way he messed with my brain that day, I can never forget. So that's a typical example of gaslighting. I started questioning my judgment. I started questioning my perception. I saw this thing just now, and now he's no longer there. And this guy is telling me, show me. And there was nothing to show. I said, I didn't mean I should show this thing. So guys, that's one example of gaslighting. Another method they use is trivializing. They make your experience like it's nothing. Like, what is there? You're being overly sensitive. They make you feel that you're too sensitive. That is why it is important. If you're feeling that something is wrong in your relationship, talk to somebody about it so that somebody else can, assure you that you're not crazy. They make you feel like, okay, that same person, I had another experience, with him. Before I give this story, I want you to understand that an abuser, when they come to you initially, they are always very charming. They're always very nice. They're always very okay. So when they now bring up their tendencies, their bad attitudes, you find a way. They manipulate in such a way that you start giving excuses for them, you know. You start feeling that you're at fault. After all, they were not like this before. Maybe it's something I'm doing. That is a way that they gaslight you too. They're actually at fault, but they twist it. In fact, there's a way that they can do it in such a way that they turn around and become the victim. You know, oh God. They are very intelligent people. They make you believe that they are not the victim. You know, they just turn everything around. So they're always very charming and nice. Don't allow it to deceive you. If you start feeling that something is not right, they could change. They could be abusive. So talk to somebody. So this person, we used to, have a very good communication habit. Like we used to talk a lot. Somebody that will call you 3 times, twice a day, you feel you are not together. And then all of a sudden, you find out that you're not the one really calling every time. He's no longer calling. And when you call, you say, if I don't call, can't you call? Communication should be both ways, you know. It shouldn't be one side. It shouldn't be lopsided. It shouldn't be lopsided. It should be both ways. So when you find yourself, you're the only one communicating, and then you're complaining, and the person is telling you, but we're talking now, we're not talking. You now start feeling like, okay, maybe I'm being too sensitive. Maybe I'm taking it too far, you know. I remember one that he forgot my birthday, like, I was reminding him of my birthday every time till before the birthday came. And then on that day, no call till night. I felt so bad. I was receiving so many calls from people. And then I asked him, I've forgotten my birthday. He said, what is there? Like, it might sound like a small thing, but when you're with somebody, you want the person to show that kind of concern, you know? So he was telling me, what is there? There's nothing there now. Actually, I used to forget my sister's birthday. How much for you? Why are you being so sensitive? It's not just birthday. It's not just birthday. It shows you the kind of person you're with. If the person actually cares about you. Little things matter in relationships. Little thoughtfulness, you know, just to show that you're committed in the relationship. So when somebody forgets something as important as your birthday, and then you talk about it, and not even I'm sorry, you're hearing, what is there? Why are you being so sensitive? It's not just birthday. You just try to make the whole thing, you know, downplay the whole thing, make it look so small. That is gaslighting. Talk to somebody. I might not be able to give all the examples, but you should have an idea of what I'm talking about by now, what gaslighting is. Trying to make you feel that what you're experiencing is either too small, like doesn't matter, you're being too sensitive, or that it was not even there, that you're imagining things, you know. And then they use words like, you're overreacting, stop overreacting, you're too sensitive, you're too this, you're too that. Manipulating your brain, that is gaslighting. It is very subtle, but it is there, and you need to learn how to recognize it, you know, in a relationship, because it's mostly used by narcissistic people, narcissistic partners. So I encourage you to go and watch my video, how to know my partner is a narcissist. So you'll be able to understand how these abusers think, how these abusers behave. And when you are in that situation, and like I always say, physical abuse is very obvious. If somebody hits you, you know that you have been abused physically. But when it's emotional abuse, then this thing is very difficult to detect. But in your mind, you're not okay. You feel like something is wrong somewhere, but you can't put your hand on it, you know. Go and watch that video, how to know my partner is a narcissist. There's another video I have on how to know you're in a healthy relationship. There's another one on how to know you're in an unhealthy relationship. So I'm going to put the link to all these videos in my description box. All you need to do is go and click and watch them so that you will learn, you know, these little things. because most relationships lead to marriage, and you don't want to stay with a narcissistic person. You don't want to stay with somebody that gaslights you, just like the movie Gaslight, where this woman was. Imagine a partner being so abusive to a point that he will, okay, just imagine now, somebody messing up with the fuse and then the light is flickering, and then when you now complain, the person says, it's not there, what's wrong with the light? It's there. You can imagine that kind of thing. Okay, so you don't want to end up with somebody that gaslights you. You don't want to end up with somebody that emotionally abuses you, and other forms of abuse. So watch my video and learn the subtle method these people use in abusing you. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier, share with your friends. Somebody might need this video. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? I have a lot of advice to give, especially to young ladies. The world out there is very brutal. You need wisdom. You need to learn these things so that you know how to navigate through and get the right man for you, or the right woman, as the case may be. So guys, I'll see you in my next video. Have a nice day, and God bless. Bye.